Sujatha, first of all, thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you, Shobit. It's great to chat with you. Thank you.
Amazing. So, Sujatha, let's begin. Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself? Just tell us a bit about your background and a bit about yourself.
I have over 10 years of program management experience, like at Expedia, Microsoft, Dell. And I wanted to transition to product management, and that's the reason I joined IJS. I come from an engineering background and a lot of industry experience, and I wanted to translate that to skills that are required, like for a product management role, and formally transition into product management. And I thought like I needed some coaching and help that would accelerate the process, and that's one of the reasons I joined intentional job search program.
So tell us, you before intentional job search, you might have, like, I don't know, watched my video, done something, somehow come across intentional product manager. So what were the biggest hesitations and concerns that you had before you spoke with me and you decided to join?
Yeah, actually, like before I started with intentional job search, actually I had followed you in LinkedIn through some connections. So that's how I got to know about like the intentional job search program. And the post that you posted in LinkedIn resonated a lot with me at that time, like before I joined the program. And uh, uh, and I'd been like at that point, right? Like I'd been wanting to transition to I'd been wanting to transition to product management, and I'd been looking by myself, like at YouTube videos, like of various like there's this exponent that they post in and also there's rocket blogs, and there are like different people who post in YouTube. So i I was following those, and my and I was also like doing a role like in my previous job, which I was quite like happy with, like, and like things were going, but like that there was a inside me there was a need to transition like to product management, because I've been doing this role for quite a while and I wanted a change. And I was working with product managers, and I wanted like uh, and in my collaborations, like I started contributing a little bit, but I wanted the role formally like to do it 100%. And I was thinking like I should be able to do it by myself, but then like since a LinkedIn post like resonated a lot with me, I thought like I should reach out, like but then there was hesitation always, because like I was thinking like I was having a full-time job, and like I was not sure like if there will be time like commitment to the program, and if there will be like if I'll be able to follow the program, or like I also had like a lot of self doubts, like um, in terms of the time commitment, plus like the success of the transition, right? Like, so once I spoke to you, like I got confidence, because like I knew like that you had done it like with several people, and I had confidence in myself as well, like, that like I'll allocate like time in the weekends and evenings, and then make it happen, because like that was important for me.
You bring up a really good point, which is that's a hesitation people have, which is how will I find the time? But we've also found that, Sujatha, committed people like you who are like, I want this transition to happen, no matter what, they find a way. They always find a way. And you did, despite a very busy job and family and everything, you just made it happen. Perfect. You started, we started working together. Like tell me, once you joined, like what were some of the biggest learnings or earlier aha moments that you had as you started with intentional job search?
Yeah, actually, like initially when I joined, right, like I was going through the structured course program that the program has, like. so the program has like the mindset coaching, and it has like story writing, like for your work for your behavioral stories, and it also has like the product sense and product strategy coaching. um, when Actually, like I always believed in mindset, like that has been part of my uh, routine, like for several years. Like so, this program, like, but uh, I needed that push to practice it every day. Okay, like I knew the theory, like I knew that it's good for me,
Right.
but like having the visualization, having the 20 minutes to practice mindfulness in morning, and having that intentionality on what you want to do in the day. The program got to me, like because like you didn't have to sell the idea that like you have to have the right mindset, but
Yeah.
then like the having the knowledge and having the practices, like
Different
are two
things.
different things.
Yeah.
And the program actually, like because of the community, and like because of the constant reinforcement, like in the coaching, like it helped me like to practice it every day. And with the second thing, right, like and I think like that was a big aha moment, like, and that played a big role, like in like the way I had to handle like challenges at like in all aspects of life, right, like both at home as well as like in my previous job, like so and as well as in the job search, like it overall improved, I'd say, like the quality of my life. And
Love it.
the second thing, right, like is like the behavioral stories. um Actually, like writing down, the program forces you to write down the stories,
Yeah.
um, and there is a power to that. And that was like uh, 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 an aha moment. Like usually, like previously when I prepared, right, like I usually like prepare for interviews, but then like I don't write it down. And then when you write it down, edit it, and then review it with a coach and practice it with a coach, it's the same story like comes out like I'd say like very differently, like it's a lot more powerful. And
Yeah.
I'd say most of interviewing is also a performance, like the the interviewer is seeing you like how you are, and like you want to showcase the best version of yourself.
Totally.
And the structure that the program brings you, like, is like makes a like regular story like looks like really amazing, like. And uh, actually, like that is one thing. And I'd say like I also benefited a lot from the product sense and product strategy coaching, like that you had, like with both the group coaching as well as like the feedback that I got from the individual interviews, like
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think you mentioned some like really important points. So like literally taking that, knowing that mindset work is good for you, that is one thing. And then regularly practicing it is just a completely different thing. Like intellectually, you can get to know, oh, I should have good mindset, I should do this. But like until you really feel it and then you do it, that's what makes the difference. And you said the program forces you to write down the stories. That is totally true. It literally will not let you proceed and do behavioral like interview practice until you've written down your stories, because that is just like such a big big factor in your success. Like could Sujatha, could you share a couple more insights from especially your sessions with Sam, who provided you coaching on stories? Like what were some things that maybe surprised you or you found insightful?
Yeah, I think like actually like the sessions with Sam like gave me the confidence, like the stories like that I was going to use like from my past experience were the right
Right.
stories, and like were the right level of complexity for the senior roles that I was applying, right? Like
Mm,
oftentimes, right, like we have an answer like for an interview question, and we don't know like whether it has the right complexity, or like whether it's a right story for a situation. With Sam, like when you review the story, and like when you get inputs, right, like on it's a right story, it kind of helps you like to go with confidence 100%. Like you may be like 80% confident, but then when you go with 100% confidence, like then it the game changes, right? Like, because you are like in the top 10% like of the
Totally.
candidates who are interviewing for the role. So like I think like I did like I had like 6 to 8 stories, and for the initial 2 to 3 stories, like I reviewed with Sam, and then like the biggest learning that I got was like the subsequent stories I was able to write like myself. Like
Nice.
it was like learning the skill, right? Like on
Yeah.
how to do it, like, and how to do it the right way. And that's a big skill that I got like in the sessions with Sam, and I really want to thank him for the role that he played in getting my in getting the confidence in the stories that I had. Yeah.
I think that's very insightful, because like a lot of our students who go to companies like Amazon and Google and Meta and whatnot, they also end up doing coaching for us, because you've learned the skill, and like while learning these things, you've picked up on what it means to write a great story for Amazon. Well, speaking of which, share with us, what was your final success? Where did you end up as you went through the program?
Yeah, actually, like I got an offer from Amazon for a senior product manager role,
Hmm.
and it was my dream role. Like I live in Seattle, and I had
Yeah.
wanted the role because like Amazon is a big player here, like, and so I also like I'm a big fan of their working backwards and their whole style of product management, right? Like, because I have friends like who work there, and I've read like books like working backwards. So I really
Hmm.
wanted that job. Like, so um, uh, and like I applied for Amazon, and I had like mm, done the practice interviews like with like both behavioral stories as well as product strategy
Right.
stories like with IJS. And so like when I went in for the interview, right, like I had like tremendous confidence. Like Amazon has this like process, like interview process, like where they have like uh, leadership principles. There are around 16 leadership principles,
Yeah.
and each interviewer gets like 2 leadership principles assigned, and they have a phone screen, and they have a writing assignment, and they have an all day loop. Like I had like 6 interviews on the all day loop,
Hmm.
and all of these like address like I had like one round like that had like a system design kind of round, but all the other rounds were like the leadership principles, like
Right.
behavioral stories.
Yeah.
So I had like 6 to 8 stories, but I could repurpose them with different entry and exits, and like use them in the interviews. And I was able to do it like with the preparation also helped me to do the interviewing with ease. And I think like I've done interviews in the past, like with my own preparation. I think like this time like I was confident, and I also did it with ease is what I would say. Like it was easy to go through the entire day of loop and not get exhausted like in the last interview, because I knew like what I was doing, and like what was coming, and how I need to answer. So like um, I was confident, and like I didn't have like much nervousness at all like during the interview. And in the end, like I got the offer like with this team, like for working on a product like in Amazon catalogs, like a team that improved the quality of like the Amazon catalogs by detecting abuse in like
Hmm.
images and text, like using machine learning models. Like, and I had the opportunity to work with like data scientists, like, and engineering teams. So like this was like a dream role in 3 ways, right? Like one was like it helped me transition from like program to product management. I was doing a program management role, and like it helped me to transition to product management. And number two was like it was with Amazon. Like I really wanted to work in Amazon, like to get the Amazon way of working. And number three, like it was like in ML, and I
Yeah.
really wanted to work in the space, like that way, right? Like it helped me accomplish my goals.
I totally agree. The three ways, and like, tell me more, if you don't mind. Machine learning. I see a lot of folks who want to be machine learning product managers. Were you doing machine learning work before, and that's what helped you in that particular aspect? Or was there something else that you did that really helped out?
Yeah, actually, in Expedia, like I was working in like uh, conversational virtual agents, like across chat, voice, and API.
Yeah,
And but my team was like working in self-service functionality, but we were using like machine learning models like that. A sister team developed to understand the customer intent, right? Like whether what the customer is coming for, like in terms of like uh, to cancel or change a booking. So um, I was a consumer of the machine learning model, like in my previous role. So
yeah,
I didn't directly work on it, but then like I kind of like I did a Coursera course by Andrew Ng, like
yeah.
it's called ML Ops. Yeah,
ML ops.
yeah, ML ops,
Okay.
and that was my first introduction to machine learning. And as part of the course, right, like there are also projects that you need to do. So like when I did that, right, like I really wanted to I was looking for roles like that would help me to transition to ML.
Yeah, and I mean, the interesting thing is, even I did Andrew's machine learning course. I think I did a different one, more like
Yeah.
intro a few years ago. Has some good stuff. Awesome. So last question for you, Sujatha. Where the people who watch this video, they're considering intentional job search. They're figuring out what should they do. Like, what would be your message to them?
I'd say go for it, because like it helps you like accelerate like your job search,
Hmm.
and it also helps you like, especially if you're transitioning like from a different role into product management role, it
Yeah,
helps you know from the experts like um, where you are, what the gaps are, and what you need to close the gaps, and also, right, like interview with confidence, right, like, and I think like for me personally, it like really accelerated the process and helped me gain confidence, like in applying for the roles and getting the role.
totally. Sujatha, first of all, it was just a pleasure working with you in the program. You were just like the best student. You like took everything, you applied it, you practiced it. You're just amazing to work with. Second, congratulations on this amazing role. Rightly a dream role. We're very, very happy that you landed there. And just last, thank you so much for doing this video. Like, I'm sure a lot of people will resonate with your situation, your learnings, and they'll make good use out of this story that you shared. So thank you so much for sharing it.
Thank you, Shobit. Thank you for the program, and like thank you for everything that you and IGS coaches did, like for help me like in landing this role in the last few months. Thank you.
Thanks.